The University of Minnesota has a Quidditch team, but team president, Carly Eichten, said there's some differences between what they play and the game people know from the world of Harry Potter.
We do run around with brooms between our legs. So that's kind of how we incorporate the flying. Like, you still have to have one hand on the broom, so you have one arm to do the other things. And our balls, while they don't fly on their own, like the snitch, we have a person who is kind of like a third party, so they're not on either team, and their goal is to not get caught by anyone. Obviously, they do get caught eventually to end the game. But so they wear these special snitch shorts that have a little Velcro tail that has it's like a sock with a tennis ball on the bottom of it. So to catch the snitch, you have to pull the tail off of the snitch runner.
Haley Schley, the secretary of the Quidditch team, said that playing Quidditch requires a lot of athletic skill. But unlike other sports she's played, it requires more strategy.
I was a swimmer in high school and softball, and it's, I guess, comparable to like the kind of stamina you need to swim, but it's way more athletic than softball. You can tackle. I'm serious. Like tackling and strategy-wise, it's like I never played basketball or anything like where you use strategy, I guess. So it's definitely the most strategic game I've ever played.
The Quidditch team is much more than an intramural club. They travel all around the country to compete with other teams.
In the fall semester, we played at Kansas Cup, which is at University of Kansas. And then we went to regionals. Midwest Regionals was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Mm-hmm. And then the spring semester, we played a tournament at University of Missouri, Purdue, and then the World Cup was held in South Carolina.
Chalet said there are currently 150 registered teams in the U.S., and like other sports, Quidditch requires a central organization.
There's a USQ, is like United States Quidditch, like the overarching organization that governs, they have the rule book, the official rule book, and they certify referees for regional, for competition team games.
The University of Minnesota team competes against many of the growing number of teams throughout the country, and Eichten said they have had success, especially at the World Cup.
Probably our biggest accomplishment was at World Cup. We were one of the 5 Midwest teams to make the bracket play, which is the top 24 teams overall. So that was huge for us. Even the people who won Midwest regionals didn't make it. So we had a really strong showing there, and I think we wowed a lot of people who didn't really know much about us.
A love of Harry Potter was the reason Eichten joined, but not the reason she stayed.
I sought out the group because of my interest in Harry Potter, and then after playing it for a week or two, I just fell in love with the sport aspect of it. And it's very, like I said before, it's very strategic, but also you can get into it right away because people are generally very nice and accepting and willing to teach you how to do it. So it's not like something where you jump into it and if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get left behind.
Many people grew up wishing they could live in the world of Harry Potter, but for Eichten and Schley, they got to live out that dream. Ryan Falk, Murphy News Service.